Yeah, well, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and a couple of people have said to me that you should do a podcast, and I've just never got round to going to the venue to do it, or I've just got involved in other things. So I made a note the other day and said I must get down and sort this. And it's really a bit of a life story, from way back. I was born in Orakei, Bay, 68 Reihana Street, in 1947, and all the normal years, school years and all of that, St. Ignatius and St. Heliers. My parents were Catholics, so they sent us to Catholic schools. St. Ignatius was first, then St. Joseph's in Orakei, which was a very small school. I was I was a prefect, believe it or not. How that happened, I've got no idea, but anyway, I was. And then from there to Marist Brothers in Ponsonby, and then from Marist Brothers in Ponsonby to St. Paul's. Didn't really enjoy school, get into it too much, hated maths, slight interest in English, but generally boring, just something you had to do, put your flannels on and go to school, pull your socks up, pleat your cap, press your cap a certain way in the back of your pants, so it'll look cool when you get on the bus with the girls or whoever. And so that flew by pretty quick. And then I left school at 15, just got out of there, and started to look around for what I wanted to do. I didn't really have any specific interest, so I tried a couple of things. I remember trying my dad told me there was a job for an apprentice shoemaker. Not really my bag, although I've always loved shoes. So I went for the job, got the job, and for some reason I just had an uncomfortable feeling with the boss. He was an unusual fellow. He used to just stand a little bit close to me, a little bit too close. And so I got out of that and did something as an interim and drilling brake linings, which was an absolute thrill. And then, of course, I went into my apprenticeship as an upholsterer with Smith & Brown's, which was a huge company, about 4 stories high in Albert Street. And on the floor, there'd be about 10 tradesmen, or maybe more, and at least 5 apprentices in different processes, or doing first year, second year, third year, whatever. So I hung around there for a while, quite enjoyed it. That was a bit different. But it was there that one of the apprentices, Peter Gregg, heard me singing to the radio one day. We all used to sing all the Beatles songs and Rolling Stones and Paint It Black and all the rest of it. And he thought I could sing okay, so he approached me and said, "Look, would you like to join our band?" And a bit of a surprise to me, come along and have a sing. And he was in a band called the Mockers, John Morton, and Campbell Craig was the drummer. Peter Gregg was the bass player. And there may have been another guitar player, I'm not sure, but it was just all pop music, strictly pop. And so I went along, sang a song, got the gig and there was a female singer, Gail somebody, also. Anyway, I joined and we were busy, man. Christmas holidays, right through Christmas, we'd be booked in Whangaparoa, the Blue Stars, which I loved. That was a great band, socially in product. They were playing Orewa, and we handled Whangaparoa with the Mockers. And we lived down the Wade River Road in a batch, right through the school holidays and Christmas period, and partied like you wouldn't believe it. And so anyway, that was my initiation, I guess, or introduction to a musical life. Some people call it a career. I didn't really see it that way. I fell into it, and I'm still falling in and out of it after all these years. And that was a long time ago. That would have been about 1966, maybe. Anyway, I learned a little bit about song structure, and we were doing Percy Sledge. That was about the most soulful song I think we did. All the rest was pop, Dave Clark 5, Beatles, early Beatles, even Herman's Hermits, for goodness sake. So anyway, that was my introduction, and I stayed with them for a while, and we did gigs at the Tamaki Yacht Club, St Heliers Community Hall regularly on a Saturday night, a little club in Remuera up above the fire station, for memory. It was like a sweat box, and played that, and generally enjoyed the experience. And so that was my introduction to the music scene. And so I think what I'll do is I'll make that podcast 1, and I'll be back.